J.S. Koch, Esquire. And we are here performing for your listening and dining pleasure on behalf of our friends from Fishman Transducers, who are, of course, fueling the electronics in these acoustic instruments, strangely enough. And listen, I'm on the road right now. If you want to know where I'm playing, you can go to my website, gregkoch.com. That's GREGKOCH.com. And you can find out if you click on the dates or the tour or the schedule or gigs, whatever the hell it says, and that newfangled apparatus known as the websites. You will be transformed and transfixed away to a magical realm that'll give you the details of where we'll be throughout Christendom and elsewhere, playing sweet musics for the people. But for now, we are in orange rooms and engaging in sweet musical crafts for you, the listeners, because why? We care. We care about you and your ways. And in these uncertain times, actually there's always uncertain times. They're just times, really. What's that? Totally. Totes my goats. We're here to supply a oral healing balm for your soul and your being. Sometimes those are two different things depending on your concept of duality. What? That seemed weird. Listen, we're going to play a song right now called The Counselor, a song I devised and recorded a version on the acoustic Gristle Soup record. And it goes something like this here. It's kind of a hard song to play, but we're going to play it anyway. You know why? Again, getting back to the we care thing. 1, 2, 3. go. A song called The Counselor. And that's in the key of B, actually. Strange chords in that song. I don't know who writes this stuff. Some antagonizer of the hands and will. You know, we're going to song that's even harder than that one.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Perfect.
Right, you get off the ground running, stumbling. Get up. This is a song called Captain Come-Over, ladies and gentlemen, also from the acoustic Gristle Soup record. Sometimes people go, where can I get your records? And I always say, if there was only such a device that would inform you of all manner of different things. I don't mean to be so sarcastic, but doggone it. Certainly the website is a place where you can go and get a hard copy of it. Some people still like to engage in getting CDs. I like the feeling of a CD. I like to grab it in my hands and go, this is something tangible. When you just get something online, I don't think you would value it the same way.
Air.
It's just air, exactly. But you can certainly get the air version. It's available on all the streaming platforms that, of course, are all about making sure that we, the artists, get the maximum for our musical creations. They're all about that. Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Oh, so many activities. Anyway, listen, we're going to play a song, as I said, called Captain Come-Over, a difficult song to play, even a harder song to whistle. So if you want to whistle along, you better prepare yourself, because it's not easy. Start breathing, start doing those breathing exercises. Hyperbaric chamber is necessary. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Friends, that is not an easy song to play. But we play it for you. Why? Because we care. We're willing to go that extra mile to be vile. And I mean that as an ill is good thing. You know what I mean? That song is called Illest. I don't know about that. That song is the illest. Listen, we're going to do a little blues. I don't think we've ever done this one, but this is just a 12-bar blues. There's a tune that I did on the acoustic Gristle Soup record, which I called Phineas Poundwell, and named after a fictitious bluesman who never existed. That means fictitious. Factitious? Facetious? Capricious? I don't know. Fill in the blank. Anyway, it's a 12-bar blues in the key of A. Perhaps the most groovy of all the acoustic blues keys is the key of A. So many opportunities for open strings to be ringing and jangling and getting into the mix. That's important, I think, open strings. Are you open to open strings? I am. I don't judge, but I'm going to have a little sip of my sarsaparilla here. I got my Harmonious Monk Jam Petals coffee cup here, which is making me enjoy my beverage even more. It's a more toneful beverage. Oh. I think the big one is good. The big one is good for this kind of activity. a little blues for the kids. Sometimes the kids need a little dose of that kind of music. Am I right or am I right? I don't know. I don't know if I'm right about that, but I like to say it. Let's try that that little finally tune, that new one. See if I can remember how to play it. This is a new tune that a new old tune. I've had this around, this little progression around for a while. He's gonna switch guitars. There's this little D minor thing. I like it. A mysterious jam filled with both hope and woe. You know, you got to write jams with hope and woe. Got a yin and yang. Yeah, D minor, the saddest of all the damn keys. D minor, the saddest of all the keys. Folks, we hope you've had a glorious start to your new year. We're having a good old time here in Orange Room. That's how we do. We keep on doing the do. You know why? Because we're doers. And right now I'm on the road, if you're wondering why this is pre-recorded. If you're wondering why we're not answering your questions. We enjoy interfacing with y'all, but sometimes we have to pre-record these because the road beckons. It says, come. And if you want to know where you can experience some live Gristle, when you're watching this, we should be on the West Coast. We're doing a thing where we're starting, I believe, the 10th. Right? Yeah, the 10th, we're in St. Louis, and we go from there. We go to St. Louis, Oklahoma City, a couple things in Dallas. We're down in Austin at the Saxon Pub. Then we go out to Phoenix. We're in a club in the Phoenix area. It's not in Phoenix proper. It's a place called Cactus Jack's. We played out there once before. There's a gal that owns it that's from Wisconsin, and we have a good old time at that establishment. So come on out there, Phoenix, Pahonix. Then we're going to be in San Diego at a place called Dizzy's. And then we got a couple days off in Venice where we're just going to sit around like beasts in the sun. And I'm going to frighten some people with my extremely white ivory Wisconsin skin. I may even cause a scene out there. And that's right. And then we're going to do 3 gigs with our buddy Cadillac Zach out there at his clubs that he does. I believe there's one at Mulaney's. There's one at the Poorhouse in Monrovia, Rock and Rollvia in Monrovia, and then we're doing the Maui Sugar Mill in beautiful Tarzana, where I'm going to go. Oh! I always find it funny when there's so many videos out there of different, blues-oriented people playing at that Maui Sugar Mill, and I always enjoy the comments like, "How come all these blues guys, they're all going out and playing in Maui? Boy, that must be nice." I'm like, it's in a strip mall in Tarzana, okay? Still a nice place, but it's not as nice as you would imagine Hawaii to be. It's simply called the Maui Sugar Mill, folks, okay, FYI. And then we head up the coast. We're going to be in Felton. We play at this place called the Felton Music Hall up there near Santa Cruz. And then we're playing in Berkeley. It's not Jimmy plays Berkeley. It's Gristle plays Berkeley at a place up there. And then we go to Sacramento. And then we're going to be just added, not even on the website yet. We're going to do a gig in the Boulder area at a place in Lafayette, which is near Wildwood Guitars, where I'm going to be there doing a week's worth of videos. And the boys are going to drop me off there on their way home. And we're going to do a gig there while we're at it. So check the website for details, and we'll see you live in person. And people always say the same thing, Steve. You know what they say? You're much larger in person. I am 6'7", so is Dylan. We're both 6'7", so when you stand next to us, likely we'll be larger than we were on your phone screen. We're going to be a little larger than that. So, exactly. Depends on where the phone is located. We'll just play that song again. That felt so damn good. Let's do a little bit of what else we got? We got so many choices of activities. Let's do a little bit of the Sure Enough tune. That's fun, right? Sure enough, sure enough. All righty then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Folks, can you dig the vibes we're throwing down? We'd like to thank you so much for joining us today. We're recording a couple of sessions here back to back so that there is new fodder for the channel whilst we are gone, traipsing around the universe. Yes, there is some universal travel going on. We're going to catch a wormhole somewhere around St. Louis and go to a cross dimension. Well, we're going to give a series of concerts for the Greys, apparently very enthusiastic about Earth music. I don't know if you're aware of that. The Greys are into it. The Reptilians, not so much. They like, apparently that's not their thing. I'm just kidding. There's no cross-dimensional travel. There's no Greys as far as I know. It hasn't been proven, Steve. Hasn't been proven that there are Greys. Although, there's a gentleman named Randy sorry. You know, the internet is filled with so many fun things in regard to aliens and, you know, wormholes and stuff like that. But you know what? I find this particular incarnation on this particular world enough of a challenge. You know what I mean? Not bad, okay? It beats the alternative, which, as I understand, is, you know, oblivion. But anyway, listen, we're going to leave you with one short little jam here for the kids. You know what we're going to do? I don't know what we're going to do. Let's do a little absinthe for the kids. That's just a fun one. Let's just do that. We did a couple minor tunes here for you. I guess I'm just feeling minorish today. And I don't think that's wrong. What? right, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let the games doggone begin. Say what? All right, folks, thanks for tuning in to this pre-recorded broadcast. We're going to shut this machine off and record a whole nother one for our next scheduled broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Sorry we're not here to answer your questions personally. But thank you, Fishman, for sponsoring these. We got Steve Andreoni on the doggone bass. We got Dylan James Koch on the damn drums. We thank you so much for tuning in. I am using the Matrix Infinity preamp into the Spectrum Aura box. Steve's playing through the Platinum preamp. I guess we can. Oh, it's not doing it. That foot switch is kind of an a-hole.